Hi, today I will be demonstrating SBC 17 urine collection. In this module, we will be going over how to collect a clean catch midstream urine specimen and how to do a full physical and chemical analysis of the urine. We're going to start with our clean catch urine specimen. These tests are usually used when you have a suspected UTI, and the purpose of them is to eliminate all microorganisms and other bacteria. First, I'm going to check my patient's EHR. Next, we're going to assemble all of our necessary materials. We're now going to go greet our patient. Now, I'm going to verify my patient identity by asking their full name and date of birth. Could you please provide me with my name and date of birth? Next, we're going to explain the procedure. We're going to explain everything that they need to do to get a perfect clean catch urine specimen. First, we're going to go over how to do a clean catch midstream urine specimen on a male. The first thing that you're going to want to do is expose your penis and pull back the foreskin if applicable. You're then going to perform hand hygiene with hand sanitizer or washing your hands. Then your medical assistant will provide you with 3 alcohol wipes. So you're going to open the first one, and you're going to clean on one side of the urethral opening and the tip. You're going to get your second one and do the other side. And then you're going to get your third and go right over the urethral opening. Now you're going to void a small amount into the toilet, and then get your specimen container and put the specimen container in the stream. Once it's about half full, then you can just continue voiding the rest into the toilet. Then you're going to perform hand hygiene again and deliver the specimen cup to your medical assistant. For females now, it's a little bit more complex. First, we perform hand hygiene again. And then we take all our alcohol prep pads and we open them and place them on their wrapper, such as that. Next, we're going to take our specimen container and we're going to remove the lid and place the lid face up on a paper towel. Next, we're going to take our non-dominant hand and spread apart the labial folds, and then we're going to use one alcohol wipe to wipe back or front to back on one side, a new one for the other side, and then our final for right down the middle. Then, while still holding our labial folds open, we're going to void a small amount into the toilet, then put our cup in the stream, fill about halfway again, and then you continue to void the rest into the toilet. We're going to take our lid again, secure it tightly, wash our hands again, and then deliver it to the medical assistant. Our concluding steps for our clean catch urine specimen will be, as the MA, to first perform hand hygiene, and then we're going to retrieve our specimen from our patient. Then we're going to process our specimen, which will be seen in the next physical and chemical analysis section. And then we're going to document all patient information and instructions in the patient's EHR. The next part of this module is assessing the physical and chemical analysis. For the physical analysis of the urine, we're going to pour our sample into a centrifuge tube and recognize the color, clarity, and odor. For the chemical analysis, we're also going to use a reagent strip, which is then going to be put into our chemical analyzer to tell us results. The beginning steps for our chemical and physical analysis includes hand hygiene. Next, we're going to assemble and gather all of our necessary materials. This includes our reagent strip, our chemical analyzer, our urine samples, and our centrifuge tube. Next, I'm going to perform any necessary control tests. Then I'm going to check the collection time on the specimen. And then if the specimen was refrigerated, I'm going to make sure it comes back to room temperature. We're then going to take our centrifuge tube and our urine specimen sample, and we're going to pour it into the tube until it's about 3/4 of the way full. We're now going to assess the color, clarity, and odor of the urine. So for this we have a nice straw or pale yellow, but these can be other colors. So this would be a yellow, a dark yellow, an amber, and a dark amber. Next, we can assess the odor. The odor will smell either like ammonia, it will smell sort of sweet, or it will smell foul. Next, we're going to assess the sample's clarity. This would be an example of a good clear color. Also seen here. This would be an example of slightly cloudy or hazy. This is a good example of cloudy, which means you can't see through it. And then this one is turbid, which is cloudy with nice little clumps and chunks in there. For the chemical analysis part, we're going to gather all of our necessary materials. This includes our urine sample, paper towel, reagent strips, and chemical analyzer. We're going to start by turning on our machine. And then once it turns on, we're going to enter in all of our information. We're going to take out one of our reagent test strips, place it down, and then we're immediately going to press start, get our sample, dip it, place it down, and then we're going to place it on our strip and press OK. Then we're going to enter in the color and clarity of our results and then press print and upload. However, if your machine isn't working or you don't have access to one, there are colors on the back. So you're just going to take your strip, hold it up to the light, and compare it with the results. Our concluding steps for the chemical analysis include first cleaning all of our materials, and then next disposing all of our trash. The urine test strip must go in the biohazard bin. Lastly, I'm going to perform hand hygiene one more time. And then document the procedure in the patient's EHR.